And now a very special story. Let's see what's inside. There once was a golden sunrise over Lajpur, a quiet village in the heart of Rajasthan. Sand dunes shimmered like molten gold, and a lone camel cart creaked along a dusty path. In the distance, a small square glowed with marigold garlands, and a flickering diya by a banyan tree, gentle sitar music wove through the air. In the heart of the village sat an old banyan tree. Every evening it became the stage for the most spectacular show, the sunset over the Thar Desert, but tonight was different. Under the soft glow of the setting sun, a young girl named Arya was arranging marigolds around the base of the tree. Her hands moved with the practiced grace of someone much older, each petal placed with reverence. Her eyes, though, were distant, gazing at the horizon as if searching for something. Lajpur is a place where the desert sings, began a warm voice, like the rustling of wind chimes in a warm breeze. A place where the stories whisper tales of resilience, unity, and, most importantly, of home. It is a place where every diya tells a tale, and every heart carries hope. Arya hummed softly, lost in thought as she carefully lit the ghee lamp. Her gaze was fixed on the dancing flames, and a faint smile touched her lips. This was a ritual she shared with her father, Vikram, a man known for his hearty laugh and twinkling eyes. He had a gift for storytelling, and every evening after sunset, he would captivate the children of Lajpur with tales of bravery, love, and adventure. Vikram believed that stories had the power to unite people. And under the banyan tree, he wove magical tales that made everyone feel like they were part of something bigger than themselves. One day, however, the monsoon arrived, bringing with it torrential rains that flooded the village. The riverbank collapsed, sweeping away several homes. Vikram, without hesitation, jumped into action, helping families to safety, guiding them with a lantern in one hand and a soothing word in the other. But the relentless current caught him off guard, pulling him under before anyone could help. Arya, who had climbed a nearby hill to get a better view of the raging waters, watched in horror. She screamed for her father, her voice echoing in the vast emptiness, but he was gone. She searched for him until her eyes burned with unshed tears. That night, the monsoon winds howled like a wounded beast, mirroring the cries of despair that echoed through the village. The days turned into months, and the pain of losing Vikram never truly faded for Arya. Lajpur, once vibrant and full of life, seemed to have lost its luster. The banyan tree stood silently, its branches heavy with the weight of the missing storyteller. Arya felt the entire village share her grief. The joy that had once bound them together seemed to have dissipated like smoke in the wind. One evening, as Arya sat alone in her modest home, the silence was broken only by the crackling of the diya beside her. She held a cracked lantern in her hands, a reminder of happier times. Suddenly, her mother, Reki, approached her, her face etched with worrying. "Arya, beta," she began, her voice as soft as the desert wind, "you haven't smiled in weeks. Your papa's stories, they're still in you." Arya looked up, her eyes filled with sadness. "The village doesn't care, Ma. They've forgotten him. Forgotten everything." Rekha sat beside her daughter, placing a comforting hand on her shoulder. "Then remind them, Beta, light his lantern again." Arya's eyes widened, understanding dawning on her face. That night, as the moon painted silver streaks across the desert sky, Arya set out to fulfill her mother's words. She walked to the village square where the banyan tree stood silently, its branches reaching towards the heavens like old, gnarled fingers. With a deep breath, Arya climbed onto a nearby cart, her heart pounding in her chest. Lifting Vikram's lantern high, she announced, "Listen, Lajpur, my papa's stories made us a family. His lanterns lit our way. I want to bring them back, for him, for us. Will you help me?" Her voice echoed in the stillness, carrying with it the weight of a daughter's love and a village's lost hope. As Arya spoke, villagers emerged from their homes, drawn by the flickering lantern light and the haunting melody of a sitar. They gathered in the square, their faces etched with curiosity and a hint of nostalgia. Seeing their hesitant response, Aria's determination wavered for a moment. But then she remembered her father's words, "With your heart, Beta, they'll light up the world." Taking a deep breath, she continued, "My papa believed that stories had the power to heal, to inspire, and to unite us. Tonight, let us honor his memory by coming together and sharing the stories that have shaped us." Touched by Aria's heartfelt words and the promise of togetherness, the villagers responded with enthusiasm. Soon, the banyan tree was adorned with hundreds of glowing lanterns, their light dancing on the sand. Laughter and chatter filled the air as villagers shared stories, sweets, and the warmth of human connection. In that moment, Arya realized that her father's legacy lived on, not just in the stories he told, but in the hearts he touched and the bonds he created. The annual Lantern Festival became a tribute to Vikram, a celebration of the unifying power of stories and a reminder of the strength that lay within their small village. Every Diwali, as the banyan tree twinkled with life, the people of Lajpur knew they weren't just lighting lamps, they were keeping a promise to remember, to cherish, and to carry on the legacy of the man who made their village more than just a place to live, but a place to call home. So next time you're surrounded by the shimmering lights of Diwali, remember the story of Lajpur, where a little girl's determination rekindled the spirit of unity and hope in her village. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this emotional journey, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and comment below with the names of 2 people who can use some heartwarming stories in their lives. Until next time, stay blessed.